Hello, welcome to another video where I'm going to showcase some battles from my friend and teammate Elephant Flash from Germany. Um, this is the Catacomb Cup as well, and in this cup everything is quite similar, but Elephant Flash has something that stands out here, which is the Barbarical, which has like, in my opinion, one of the best coverage in this meta, also just in general. Like, it has Fury Cutter as bug type, not the best maybe, but it's alright against dark types, I guess, and charge really fast. You have Cross Chop as a fighting charge move, and you have Stone Edge as a rock charge move. And rock. I was gonna say stone. Rock and fighting is like the best offensive coverage you can ask for. It's defensive typing, it's water and rock, double weak to grass, unfortunately. But it's a good thing there aren't really any grass types in this meta, so that makes Barbarical really outstanding. Now let's take a look at how Elephant Flash is going to use that, because there is a Galvantula on the other side and a Sudowoodo that could have counter. I would use Rock Throw to squish the bugs, because Beedrill is also looking pretty good on Elephant Flash side. But let's take a look here. Elephant Flash against Vigevige. For those who don't know, Vigevige, he's a French content creator on Twitch as well. I'll drop his link down below. He's a good friend of mine, and a really funny one too. If I understood French, I would probably be watching his streams all the time. We have Galvantula to Frostless here. Galvantula loses the zeros and the twos here, I believe, and actually manages to catch a move here, which surprises me a lot, because usually Frostless can just throw in the Volt Switch, in which case you have enough time to react to. And yeah, this draws out the Galvantula for Elephant Flash. This is actually really, really good right now. 2 shields down from Vigevige already. I think he's one of a lunch here as well. And he needed to bait this out to clear up that Barbarical. So let's take a look. Elephant Flash does shield. There's a lunge here that would definitely KO. It does a lot of damage. And when debuffed, this doesn't do as much damage. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but still should put this Galvantula quite low. Barely can't get to another one. Might be just okay. This sets up the Barbarical for a potential sweep. Now that Frost is very close to a Shadow Ball, so he needs to be careful of that. See, he's going to try and farm it down. And Vigevige actually getting really lucky with a mechanic that sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, because we see this Fury Cutter now takes out, and it honestly, you should not be able to get that charge move off, because if you can throw that, if you feint with it against a one-turn move, that means you actually should have feinted with it without being able to throw it, because it takes one turn to throw your charge move. So very fortunate for Vigevige there, pulling the shield from the Barbarical, then being able to throw the Shadow Ball into this Barbarical, and that wins him this battle, because he was quite weak to the Barbarical with that Frostless and Umbreon. They both don't really like Barbarical that much, but Vigevige got away pretty well here. Well played from me too, of course. Let's take a look at the next one. Vigevige against Elephant Flash. Currently, Vigevige is 1-0 up, and we see the best mirror ever. You might just want to forward like 30 seconds here, to be honest. But maybe not. Let's see how Elephant Flash is going to play this out, because he's a pretty dynamic player who doesn't like these kind of matchups either. First last resort coming in, and yes, he saves us by swapping the Galvantula layer. And a full Volt Switch going through this, actually. Not great timing from Vigevige here. Regardless, Foul Play does chunk quite well. And this is not that optimal still, I would say, because the next Foul Play likely KOs. That's how fragile Galvantula is. But after this debuff, maybe not? I don't know. Let's see if this one survives. It barely hangs on. And he does get to another lunge. That's actually huge here. Let's take a look. Doesn't get shielded. If there's a Frostless, then now the Umbreon will be on it, but this is actually kind of a core breaker. But Elephant Flash built up to 2 foul plays already before swapping out into his own Galvantula. So this is something, and will pressure this Galvantula a lot. And since Umbreon is so bulky, you can also still comfortably take that lunge too. You just don't want your Samurott on this. I reckon Elephant Flash does not shield this just yet, because the Volt Switches don't add up that much. And in comes Samurott. This is a thing. Elephant Flash does not want to get farmed down by the Galvantula, because that would give it a lot of energy and make it very uncomfortable. No shields that Magmar probably predicted a potential catch, or sorry, a potential bait. And going for 2 Hydros here. I like this play a lot from Elephant Flash, because I think 2 Hydrokins would almost take it out. Plus, it would only give the Galvantula only 1 Volt Switch. Yeah, looks like the next Hydro Cannon will take out here. Yeah, barely. And only gets 1 volt switch in. Now, I think you have a foul play stored on the Umbreon, no? Yeah. You're supposed to throw that to be able to fire that move before this Galvantula can, but I think there was like a 2-turn lag swap in. Okay. If that's gonna cost him, that's actually pretty unfortunate. But it doesn't, so no need for any complaining there, I guess. That was not the cleanest play. Not being able to throw that, because you should be able to do 1 Snarl in the Volt Switch and then throw your charge move before the Galvantula can, because Volt Switch just takes 1 turn longer than a Snarl. But as we saw there, he wasn't even able to CMP with the Galvantula. So, yeah. Let's just get into the next one here, the last battle between these two players. It's 1-1 currently. Finally bringing out the Beedrill. Not seeing Sudowoodo all this time. And looks like Beedrill is looking pretty good here. I actually would have loved to see Elephant Flash throw immediately here, because then he can... because now the Galvantula kind of catches up in timing. Building up so much energy here. I feel like this Beedrill is gonna look pretty good here. Yeah, Elephant Flash is looking for... It's playing something like ABB against Frostless slash Galvantula. Like, his backline is strong against Frostless. His backline is not great against Galvantula. But Galvantula's out of the way. And I like this play a lot, because Galvantula is also the only hard answer to the Samurott. So just swapping in that Samurott right away, knowing there's no real hard answers to it anymore right now. Back comes that Skuntank in, and now you have so much energy for the Skuntank that it will have to shield 1. But I'm not sure if this Skuntank can farm down. I would think it can if it shields once. What you do need to keep in mind, Beedrill steals a lot of energy, and Beedrill wins about every CMP except against the Galvantula, because it has a really high attack. I'm not sure if an Axis will take it out here. I think it does. Looks like Elephant Flash is not taking any chances. Just gonna go for that drone. Will definitely take out an entire generation of Skuntanks. And now being able to throw the Axis here will put this Umbreon a little bit over half. But now he has his own Umbreon to have that advantage. And yeah, let's just say that Elephant Flash played well here. I think Vigevige had maybe had to bring the Sudowoodo at times. That's what I predicted, to be honest, that he will bring Sudowoodo, just because like Rock Throw Sudowoodo is so good against both Beedrill, Galvantula, and has a lot of fast move pressure, even against Samurott and Barbarical when shields are up. But yeah, at this point, Elephant Flash misses some bubbles because he was typing in the chat, being pretty happy that he won this matchup, and Vigevige knows that this is very much over. So yeah. There we go. Interesting swiping technique there from Elephant Flash, and he wins this matchup by 2-1 in the Catacomb Cup against Vigevige from Le Mangemort. Thank you, Elephant Flash, for submitting these battles. I hope you liked the video, and have a good one.